Hi, kitten. Please don't go out there. Please don't go out there. Please don't go out there. No, no, no! Hello and welcome back. If you're new around here, I usually make videos on my 30-item wardrobe, minimalism, and recently a little bit of personal finance. It's kind of whatever I feel like talking about. And today I have another 30-day minimalism video to share with you. This is now the 4th time that I've completed the challenge, and I am really happy with the state of my house right now. In case you've never heard of it, I didn't invent the 30-day minimalism game. Other people did. I'll link them down below. But the basic premise of the game is that on day 1, you get rid of 1 item. On day 2, you get rid of 2 items, and you keep going throughout the 30 days, eventually getting rid of 30 items on day 30. And if you tally it up, I believe you end up with something like 456 items for all 30 days. This time around, I did things a little differently. We're traveling later in the month, and so I got rid of 30 days worth of stuff in just a quick couple of weeks, but I still got rid of 30 days worth of stuff. So without further ado, here is everything that I got rid of, and if this video isn't too long, I'll share some new reflections at the end. It is day 1, and this waffle maker that we haven't used for probably 5 years is the first thing to go. My husband wanted to keep it, so I told him if we used it at any point during the year, we could hang on to it, but we haven't used it, and it's been a year, so this guy's going. For day 2, we have a little tube of some kind of Glam Glow something that was part of my Sephora birthday gift that I don't want, and a bunch of kettle corn that I bought from Boy Scouts out of guilt. It was really expensive. For day 3, we have plasticware. Day 4 is miscellaneous junk from my bathroom. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Thank you. For day 5, we have kitchen linens and a tray. For day 6, we have toiletries plus an old lanyard and bag that I'm not using. All right, it is day 7, but what you see in front of you is actually 9 items because I forgot how many cords were involved. Today I am getting rid of my old black plastic laptop from college, a sketching pad, all of the cords that came with these things, and an external hard drive. For day 8, we have a bit of a bulky pile. I'm getting rid of 2 pairs of shoes, a black cardboard box, the TARDIS cookie jar. I know some of you will be sad to see it go, but we've had a good long run with it. I'm also getting rid of a shower cap I never use, a ring holder shaped like a cat, a nail polish, and a barrel brush that I am completely incapable of using. It is day 9, and long story short, my dad still had some of my stuff from high school, so today I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of 2 prom dresses and 7 scrub tops and bottoms. I used to volunteer at a hospital, so I wore scrubs, and they're still in really good condition, so hopefully somebody else can get more use out of them. And the hangers are going as well. Do you remember how nice my guest room closet was after my first or second minimalism game? You want to see something scary? Not her. This is what it looks like right now. Get out of there. Yeah, you. It's day 10. About 6 months ago, I got it into my head that I was going to paint something huge. Clearly, I did not paint anything huge, and these massive canvases have been living in my guest room closet, causing me agony. It's just a project that I never finished, and I am ready to be rid of these supplies. But fortunately, an artist friend of mine wants them, and so she is coming this weekend to pick up these enormous canvases and some art supplies and take them off my hands. It's day 11, and I can now walk into my guest closet to get my next items. For day 11, I am getting rid of 1 violin, 2 extra bows, 5 books of music, and 3 violin accessories. I've kept it around for a long time hoping I would play it again, and I just don't, so I will donate it to a school or something. It's day 12, and today I'm getting rid of mostly notebooks and notepads that we don't need. It's day 13, and today I'm getting rid of 15 little things, receipts and tags from things I've purchased. I think because I shop so infrequently, I really want to make sure that what I purchase is going to work for me and sort of give it an extended test run, but it's time to let these things go. For day 14, I'm getting rid of a bunch of art prints, gift wrap, Miracle Grow, and some fabric dye. It's day 15, and today I'm getting rid of office supplies and paperwork, including the paperwork I received when I first got my car. Now that it's paid off, I don't need it anymore. It's day 16, and today on the chopping block we have some cleaning supplies and a plastic tarp, a little magnetic writing board, some expired supplements, a cold compress, and a bin. In case you're wondering what I do with cleaning supplies that I declutter, I'm going to give myself maybe about a week or until the end of the 30-day minimalism game to use those up. So a cleaning spree is in my future. For day 17, I'm a little bit over. I have 8 reusable bags and 10 alligator clips, and no, the cat is not going anywhere. Day 18 is all arts and craft supplies. Okay, maybe I should have put this on a different surface, but for day 19 we have some pet supplies that my cat no longer needs, another cleaner, a bottle that we used once with a humidifier, more thread, a magnet, some plastic cutlery, another of those green plastic cups. I already got rid of 3 and I'm getting rid of the 4th today, and some coupons that had accumulated on my refrigerator. It's day 20, and today I'm getting rid of 20 books. All right, it is day 21 and it's getting a little tight, so I'm gonna count this. Earlier this month, I went through my holiday decor items and identified 21 items to go, so today I am getting rid of those 21 items. It's day 22, and this is really shaping up to be the minimalism game of lost causes. Before you are 22 empty product packages of things I used up over the course of the entire year. I saved them because I thought I might do an empties video, but I never did, so they can go. All right, before I continue, I want to show you the pile because I need to start getting some of this out of my house. I'm going a little crazy. This is just way too much. For day 23, we have an odd assortment of things, including an old lamp, some plastic bins from our shed, an advent calendar, and some bottle openers. Not pictured here are 2 old bras that I'm getting rid of, and 2 plastic bins from our shed that I recycled immediately because they were covered in spiders. All right, for days 24 and 25, my husband has again agreed to participate in the minimalism game, so these are his items for days 24 and 25. Actually, he needed 1 additional item because he decided to steal the Star Trek pen that I tried to get rid of yesterday, but he's 4 items over, so we'll call it even. For day 26, we have another odd assortment of things, including a stack of paperwork, a silver ice cream spoon that my husband gave me a long time ago, a Very Hungry Caterpillar pin that was given to me in college, a lounge shirt, and some mittens. It is day 27 and it is bedtime, but I managed to find my items for today, including some paperwork, a sentimental item for my dad is in there, headphones, some old t-shirts, stationery, and some snow cleats that my husband has refused to let go of are finally making their way out. And I'm actually 4 items over for today. For day 28, I'm getting rid of 28 photos and a box. For day 29, I'm getting rid of 29 hangers, and while we're here, just look at how great the guest closet is. So nice. It is day 30, it's the final day of the challenge, and today I am getting rid of some sentimental items. This is my Disney lanyard and pin collection. There are 38 items here total. It's meant a lot to me collecting these over the years with my family, but I have other things to remind me of good times with my family, so I'm finally letting go. All right, that is another 30-day minimalism game completed for me. If you can't tell by now, I love this challenge. I actually just got rid of all of the stuff. All of that stuff is now out of my house, and so I can really sort of stand back and assess and appreciate the situation, and it's great. This time around, I do have a couple of quick notes, some sort of updated reflections to share with you since it is the 4th time that I've done the challenge. And the first is that you don't have to finish every project that you ever start. There have been projects where as soon as I'm introduced to them, I'm really excited about them. I think it's a great idea. And then the moment I sort of dive deeper into it and start it, I realize pretty immediately that this isn't for me. And that's fine. We don't have to like every single thing that we try. But I do think that it is important when we find these things that we know we're not actually passionate about, that we get those things out of our lives. It can be such a huge emotional and mental weight off to let those things go. And it can help to make space in our lives for the things that are actually important. The second reflection/tip that I want to share with you is to be clear about the purpose of each space. I think I have finally won the battle with our guest room. It previously held a lot of our crap. It was just used as sort of a storage room. It's still an office. We still have my husband's desktop computer in there, at least until it kicks the bucket, but we now very firmly do not treat it as a storage space. And being clear about the intent of some of these important spaces in our house has really made it easy to make a lot of decluttering decisions, and it's actually made our use of those spaces more enjoyable because they're not cluttered up with noisy things that don't really lend themselves to that purpose. Next, know what your goals are. I feel like I'm constantly talking about the importance of goals, but that's because they're really important. If you can't sort of visualize and see with your mind's eye what you're trying to achieve, it can be incredibly difficult to stay motivated to actually achieve that. And having what I think is now a very sort of honed idea of what my goals are has really helped me to make some difficult decluttering decisions. There have been a lot of sticky items that I got rid of during the challenge this time around, some things like my violin and some other fantasy self things, but I think knowing what my goals are and what I wanted my home to look like and feel like and how I wanted it to support my lifestyle really helped me make those decisions to purge those things that weren't in line with my goals. So if you have no idea what your sort of minimalism goals are, I will link a video in the description that I made talking about my own goals, and those might inspire some goals in you. I am really racing the sun right now. It is getting bright over here, but the final note I wanted to mention, I always get a ton of questions whenever I make these videos about what happens to the stuff that I declutter, and this time around it was a little bit different. A couple of friends came by and they actually took a ton of that stuff with them. I suppose that has happened one other time whenever I've completed the challenge, but most of the time I donate the really good stuff. I recycle what can be recycled, and sometimes I have to go a little bit out of my way to take certain things to specialty recycling facilities, things like textiles for textile recycling, or styrofoam or paint, or things that can't go into like a single stream recycling bin. Check out recycling facilities in your area if there are more things that you're getting rid of that you'd like to be able to recycle, and there may be local options. And then finally, I trash the things that can't go anywhere else. I have made a video specifically on responsible ways to dispose of decluttered clothing, and I'll link that in the description down below. It is primarily about clothing, but the same principles and many of the practices can be applied to just about everything else. All right, that's going to be it for me today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.